Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening all around the world. My name is Morie Saffa. I'm a citizen of the United States of America and of Sierra Leone by virtue of dual citizenship. I am making this clarion call of greatest importance, of an emergency importance, to the whole world, to all of humanity, to please intervene into Sierra Leone right now as I speak on this April 1st, 2018. April 1, 2018. There is genocide going on right now as I speak in Sierra Leone, West Africa. The president, Ernest by Koroma, has unleashed his army and armed police to go around and kill innocent opposition members to his government. There had been elections going on in Sierra Leone, and it has turned out that, in fact, the government has lost the ability to retain the government. That is the All People's Congress government has lost its mandate at the ballot box. The people have overwhelmingly voted them out of power, and therefore they have resorted to violence, to killings, and now to genocide. The government has shut down all communications in and out of Sierra Leone, including telephone, internet, and satellite or television service or whatever other services there are for purposes of communication to the outside world. They have been shut down. As of today, on March 31st, 2018, an election has been going on in Sierra Leone. The first phase of the election took place on March 7, 2018, in which the opposition party defeated the government party, the current government party, the All People's Congress. The Sierra Leone People's Party, the opposition party, had defeated the government by over 14,000 votes in the first run of the election. Unfortunately, the Sierra Leone elections requires that a party has to win at least 55% of the vote in the first round in order for it to have the right to form a government. Unfortunately, in the first round on March 7, 2018, the Sierra Leone People's Party, although it defeated the All People's Congress, but was not able to garner 55%, even though all statistics, all voting numbers show that, in fact, the Sierra Leone People's Party had won that first phase of the election, the first round, by with 56.3%. Unfortunately, the government held on to the counting process for nearly a week, during which they were able to manipulate the counts, the votes, and come down with this runoff. Come down with making sure that the opposition was robbed of the 56.3% and therefore forced to go into this runoff. Today, March 31st, 2018, the runoff was held. The people again overwhelmingly voted for the opposition Sierra Leone People's Party, the SLPP, by over 200,000 votes, according to all the polling station tallies of the votes. All the counts that came from all the polling stations where the National Elections Commission is responsible for tallying the votes and then announcing it to the representatives of the political party and to the rest of the country. This was done as the counting was going on, and by the time not even all of it had, all of the the polling stations had been counted, but very few had left. They hadn't told the whole country yet as to how many of the remaining ones were there. But with the ones that were counted, over 90% of it had been counted. The Sierra Leone People's Party, the opposition party, had won by over 200,000 votes. Now, this means the opposition, that means the government party, had lost the election. This is why the government has shut down all communications to and from the outside world, because there had been a lot of informations going out, especially on social media and other sources of communication, whereby people had been informed internationally and internally as to the actual votes that had been cast. The government had shut down all communications, and I have been called by a relative in the neighboring country of Liberia who has told me that they have heard that there is massive killings going on all around Sierra Leone against all the opposition members, especially those that were known to be in extreme opposition to the government. This killing has been happening all through this election. The government people, the APC, the All People's Congress, their people have been causing all types of violence. In fact, today, on this election day, March 31st, the rerun election day, the government unleashed armed police all around the country and armed soldiers all around the country. They were going around intimidating people at the polls, at the polling stations, trying to make people not to vote. As a matter of fact, statistics have shown that they succeeded in suppressing a lot of the votes, making a lot of people not to come out to vote. However, for those that voted, they overwhelmingly voted for the opposition Sierra Leone People's Party, and they should be the one that should be forming the government. Now, this is what has caused the government of Ernest by Koroma to shut down all communications so that they can carry on the same machinations that they did in the first round, in order that they can overturn the mandate of the people, the vote of the people, the consensus that the people had reached in terms of the government that they want them to be ruled by. They have clearly shown that they do not want the current government because of all the failures that it has failed them in the last 10 years. Yet, the government is persistent, is insistent that it's not going to relinquish power to the opposition party, and so it has resorted to all kinds of bad actions, including killings and now genocide that they are perpetrating around the country because other people cannot at least make this information known to the outside world. I am appealing to the whole world, to all of humanity, to please come to the aid of the people, the innocent people of Sierra Leone, who are being massacred by their government, the government of Ernest by Koroma. This is the country that had again caused the United Nations to dispatch 17,000 soldiers in the RUF war that lasted for 11 years from 2001 to 2012. That war was provoked by the same APC government. This government is notorious for violence, is notorious for failing to keep to the rule of law. It's notorious for doing whatever they want against anybody, against all the opposition. That is exactly what they are doing now. Now that they have lost this election, they are killing the opposition. There is killing going on all around Sierra Leone with the government of Ernest by Koroma and their soldiers and policemen going around and killing people. Please come to and save lives in Sierra Leone. Come and save these innocent lives. Help make sure that the Koroma government steps down and give power to the legitimate party and government that the people have chosen. Please, I am appealing to you. My name is Morie Saffa. My telephone number is 856-803-6606. You can get in touch with me, but I would please be very much appreciative if you can pass this information on to anybody, any institution, any country, all organizations around the world, all human-based organizations, and let them come to the aid of innocent people that are now being killed by their government, the government of Ernest by Koroma. Please, please, I am appealing. Come on, come to Sierra Leone, help the country. They don't let it immerse in another civil or rebel war like the way it happened, in which the United Nations, which means the whole world, had to expend 17,000 troops to that small country, spending well over $1 trillion and in money and material that should not have been expended. This same government was the one responsible for that war. They were the one that provoked that war. They are the ones again provoking another war. Because what is happening right now, the opposition people, having known that they have won this election, have clearly said that they are not going to allow anything less than them forming the government. Which means, if that doesn't happen, it's just another way of saying there will be calamities that may probably end up in war. So please, don't let another war take place in Sierra Leone, which is being again provoked by Ernest by Koroma, the president, or the APC president, the same kind of government that again provoked that war in which 17,000 United Nations troops had to be dispatched to Sierra Leone with $1 trillion in expenditure. Please don't allow that to happen. Let everybody get in touch with President Koroma and his government and make sure they open up communications so that people outside the country, all of us who have relatives in Sierra Leone, can communicate with them, can find out what is going on with them, so that people that are out inside the country can also communicate with their people outside of that country so that they can tell what is happening to them. As far as what I have heard, what I have been told by a relative in the neighboring Liberia, they are killing. The government of Ernest Koroma is killing innocent civilians. Thank you very much, and I hope you you turn and help this country in an emergency as it is needed right now. Thank you very much.